Well, greetings from the sales floor of Ellingson Motorcars here in Rogers, Minnesota, suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today we're going to talk about one of the newest Fords, the 1955, the Crown Victoria to say the least. Beautiful car, give you all the details in a minute. Well, greetings from the sales floor of Ellingson Motorcars here in Rogers, Minnesota, suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today we're going to talk about one of our newest acquisitions, a 1955 Ford Crown Victoria. Now there's a really neat car for you. I'll tell you what, I always love these cars. They are super neat. And you're going to want to watch this entire video from start to finish, because not only do we do a nice cold start so you can hear how it starts, we also do a walk around, give you more details of the car, shows you more of the stuff that you want to see when you're looking at these videos. Click on the link in the description and it'll take you right to this car and it'll give you all the pictures, or you can go to our website at www.ellingsonmotorcars.com, where you can find all of our cars, which right at the moment is close to 100 classic and collectible cars, ranging from cars out of the 20s all the way up into the 70s and beyond. So if you're looking for a classic collectible car or truck, we probably have it in stock. Take a look at our website when you got some time. So anyway, this is a really nice car, and it is in its original correct colors. It's raven black and snowshoe white. It also has the correct interior for this thing with the white and the cloth insert black. So that is also all correct. And as I mentioned before, it is actually the first year for the Crown Victoria, which was kind of the flagship for Ford in 1955. Beautiful chrome on this car all the way around. Everything about these cars is so distinctive. I love these chrome lines that go like this and make the big zoom down all the way down the back. It's just one of those things that every car back in its day was very distinctive. Of course, they would always want to make sure to put the V8 emblem on the front, so you knew if you were one of those motorhead guys and you were thinking of doing fast things or whatever, maybe you weren't supposed to, but the V8 emblem was always important for people to look at when they seen you pull up next to them. Now this car comes with a reliable Ford 292 V8. It also has two really nice accessories. A lot of those options on cars in 1955 were relatively expensive in the overall scheme of things, but sometimes guys took out that sheet and they started checking off the good stuff. This checked off both power steering, which is really nice on one of these old cars. It just is one of the things that a lot of them didn't have because it costs an extra amount of money, and they do have a really large steering wheel in most of these old cars, so most people at that time didn't think they need it. But I'll tell you what, we're kind of spoiled by our cars of today. We like power steering, and it just makes it really nice when you're driving, if you're parking or whatever. It just is one of those nice things. And the other safety thing, it does have power brakes as well. So those two things are really nice options on a 1955 Ford Crown Victoria. Also, I love the wide whites and the full hubcaps, chrome hubcaps with the Ford emblem and crest in the middle, of course. It shows the crown itself right in the Ford emblem. Taking a look at the inside of this car, like I said, it is the correct interior for this car with the white and black cloth insert interior. This car has a really nice, no one has molested the interior on this car. A lot of cars from 1955, that's a long time ago, they start, chopping up the dash, trying to put in stereos. This actually has an original radio in the car and the clock. And I'll tell you what, it is also the Ford-O-Matic, so anyone can drive it. You can jump in the car, start it, put it in gear, and drive away, which is really nice. The Crown Victoria comes from the fact that this thing right here goes over the top. It's kind of like a tiara, if you will, goes over the top of the car. Now, there were other options. Some of them came with even a glass top as well, but most of them came with this nice chrome piece right here. Like I say, it's their pride and joy flagship for Ford at this time. Now, you can find all of our cars on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram as well. leave us a like, give us a comment, or subscribe. We appreciate it because there's always interesting things about this car and all the other cars that we currently have in inventory, plus oftentimes some of the stuff that we've sold already. But still, if you're kind of a car guy, you really sometimes enjoy that, finding other things like that. So it's something you can take your time if you're sitting there perusing the internet. I recommend that you do that as well. You know, the Crown Victoria, this car also has the dual exhaust, of course, and hey, take a look, fender skirts, another one of those real standard things that people had to upgrade, they had to ask for them. It's just one of those things that just completes the look, I think, going down the side of the car. Other than that, you know, it is just one of those cars. The Fords of this era were really, really popular. You know, and it's just one of those things, you just don't see that many of them these days. Seems to be more of the competitors that are out there that had, you know, more cars out there, but, you know, the Fords are kind of a little scarcer, but that makes them even more desirable. Now, this car, of course, didn't come from Minnesota, the Rust Belt, of course. It has Southern history, so it's definitely nice. You have to look at the underside pictures as well, because that's what we have when you look at all the pictures of the car. So now it's one of those things, if you want to come on down to Ellingson Motorcars, we are open Monday through Friday from 10 until 5, and Saturdays 10 to 4 as well. So if you're like me, like to come down, get your hands, I mean, within constraints, of course. We will let you touch it, look at it, and we'll show you all the details in person if that's what you'd like to do. So yeah, come on down and check it out, and we thank you for visiting us again, and we will see you next time.
you.